All right, everybody, no bullshit, straight to the point, no fancy edits. Here is how I make 20 grand a month at 19. Some people think this is unethical. I kind of agree, but it's working and I'm not going to stop. So if you literally want to just go ahead and copy me and make 10 grand next month, go right ahead. I'm breaking everything down in this video. All right, guys, here it is. Here's the exact blueprint of how I make $20,000 every single month at 19 years old. Literally, feel free to go ahead and take this exact framework and use it yourself if you deem it ethical enough for your standards. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad, but I've heard otherwise. Essentially, we're kind of stealing customers from local businesses, but not really. I'll explain in a second. First, I want to show you guys some proof, though. So I compiled some screenshots all from the last month. These are all from between December to January, so I'm recording this in the middle of January right now. And as you can see here, we've got one person here sending money to me, entering my bank. So December to January, this is around like 4 grand in here. There's probably a couple more that are missing, but anyways, here's 4 grand. This is like a single job that we had. Again, I'll explain in a second, but 3 grand just from a single booking. Here's another one for $1,000. This was again in, what is this? December 12th, so around a month ago now. And as you can see here, this is actually one day where I made around $3,000. So going back, this was a $1,200 transfer. You can see us again in here. But $1,200, 85, 8, no, that's me. 443, 848. Another 50 and 80 over here, so nothing crazy. But I do remember there was a couple more this day. Anyways, they didn't fit in the screenshot. So there you go, $3,000 day. And I actually kind of been doing this for a little bit now. I kind of just screenshot my bank account before making the video. So as you can see here, 220 now. If you go back a couple of videos, I was at like 180. So kind of just shows the progress of how this is actually coming along here. But there you go. You can literally see Instagram reel updating. This was literally two-day uploading, but I meant. Yeah, this was literally just taken like 30 minutes ago. But essentially, this is how the business model works, okay? So we are going to be creating a bunch of fake Google business listings. A Google business listing is this over here, okay? So this is an example of one of my listings for plumbers, which you basically list on Google, and now anybody can see your business profile, call it, and obviously give you their business. So this is especially for service businesses. These are the people who are going to pretty much be stealing their customers. We're going to be listing these fake business profiles. And then the next step is actually getting a bunch of fake reviews on them. So as you can see, this profile has 190 reviews. What this does is the higher, generally speaking, of course, there's other stuff that go into it, but the higher your review count is on your profile, the higher your ranking is going to be, the closer to the top you're going to show. And if you rank at the very top in your city for a specific service, as you can see, all of these are plumber examples. So this is my plumbing profile. You'll see here, again, this is from the same plumbing company's name. This was for a plumbing job. I wish I had some more proof over here of the actual service that was done. It was a main drain snake. I don't even know anything about plumbing. I just know that that's what it was. And yeah, this is how we make our money. We're going to pretty much be taking these calls from people who are looking for an actual plumber, and you're just going to be answering the phone, booking an appointment, and then just finding someone cheap to go and do the jobs for you. And again, you don't actually have to own a plumbing business. You literally just have to list a fake location on Google and get a bunch of fake reviews. That is almost it. There is other things that go into it, which again, I'll explain, and I have a ton of videos on if you want to go through my videos. But this is essentially the premise of the model, and it's really easy to set up. All you need to do is get this location up, get the fake reviews, answer the calls properly. So I'm going to explain how to do that, okay? So first things first, listing the location. Go to Google My Business. So literally just go in your web browser, search up Google My Business, okay? Now you want to think of the service that you want to be using. So again, for my example is plumbers, but you could really do anything. You could do cleaning, you could do plumbers, you could do HVAC, you could do electricians. Whatever pays money and whatever is a service where somebody is going to somebody else's home to complete it, okay? So car detailing is another really good one. That's what I started with. That is what I made a lot of money really quickly with. Plumbers is a little bit better because you're getting paid more, but the trade-off is these business profiles are harder to list on Google because they're more strict. So there are some trade-offs. Do a little bit of digging, find out what service you want to get into, and find out what city you are going to be putting this in. I usually say go local. It's the easiest. You're familiar with the area. It makes everything easier. As long as you live in like a place where there's a decent amount of searches, so people actually looking for it. And you obviously want the competition to be as low as possible. So to look at the competition, literally just search up that service in that city and look at the top 3, see, okay, this guy has 2,500 reviews. Unlikely we can get that many. But 120 reviews, we can get 120 fake reviews pretty easily. As you can see evidently over here, we got 190 just on this profile, and I have around 10 other ones. So yeah, that's kind of how you want to decide what service and city you want to get into, okay? Is there a lot of people searching there? Does this city generally have some money? And if you're in a first world country, like you're 100% good. If you aren't, then I would just set this up in the United States or in Canada or wherever you want to. But it still works totally fine. It's a little bit harder if you're doing it in a different country, but still totally doable. All you need to really find out is how to verify this business profile. Okay, so I have a video on how to do that over here. It is a little bit intricate. This is by far the hardest part. Okay, so verifying this profile is the hardest part by far. Once you get this sorted, this business is literally free money. This is the only difficult part. This is the bottleneck. This is the hard part. I'm telling you now. So once you figure this out, you're golden. Okay. It took me a while to figure out. I did invest a lot of time and money into figuring it out, but once I did figure it out, literally just straight cash. Okay. So I made a video on how to generally do it. It is a little bit case dependent, but if you watch this video, you will get a really good understanding and you might be able to just figure it out yourself pretty easily. Okay. So that's that. Then the next thing is you got to blast fake reviews. So pretty much you want to look at those top 3 in that city and you want to get around the same amount of reviews as they have. So this guy's 120, this guy's 120, this guy's 2.5K. Okay. So you want to have around 120. If you're in the top 3 here, you are going to get a lot of calls. All you need to do is land in the top 3 here. So if you can get around 100 to 120 fake reviews, you can get there pretty easily. And to get these fake reviews, all you have to do is, first of all, ask your friends and family. It's going to be limited, of course. You're not going to be able to ask 120 people from your friends and family, but you can easily get like 20, right? Your best friend, I don't know, your best friend's little brother, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, your dad, your mom, your girlfriend, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just ask the people who you know in your close circle, and you can easily get 20 if you lock in, right? Like, just literally go through your contacts and message 20 people, easy, 20 reviews. Then you can ask random people. I did this. A little bit embarrassing, but if you just literally go to like a college campus or a mall, you literally go up to kids and be like, hey, can you please leave me a review? I just started this business, right? Especially if you're young, like if you're like my age, 19, it's really easy. You can just go up to people your age at a college campus. You can even make it up, say it's for a co-op or for school. Ask them to leave your fake review. But if you're older, literally, I would just outsource this. So I just delegate this. If you're like, maybe in your 20s or 30s or older, probably is a little bit uncomfortable to go up to random people and ask them to leave you a review. So I'd just find a kid, maybe you have a son or a little cousin or somebody you know, and just be like, hey, I give you $3 for every person you can get to leave a review on my profile, right? If they can get like 30 people, like literally at school, they can just go ask everyone in their class, probably 30 people in a class. They just made $100, right? So they'll be down to do it for sure. You just got to find the right kid. So easy way to get reviews. There are a couple other methods which I go over. Those are a little bit more, I guess, like harder to set up, so I wouldn't be able to go over them here. But yeah, these are the easiest ways. Like you can get a ton of reviews just doing this. Okay, now you're gonna get a lot of calls. So what do you do with these calls? As you can see here, January 22nd to January 28th, we got 566 calls. Okay, in the span of this week. So what do you do with all these calls? Well, personally, nowadays, I don't answer the phone. I have a virtual assistant answer the phone. But in the beginning, when you aren't getting 500 calls a week, you can answer them yourself. And depending on what service you're offering, you are either going to book the appointment on a flat price. So something like a cleaning service, you just ask a couple questions, do a little bit of research in your area, how much people are charging for cleaning. Just search up websites that are close by cleaners and see how much they're charging. Charge the same, right? But if it's something like plumbing, then what I do is I'll answer the phone. And of course, I don't know anything about plumbing. So I'm not going to quote anyone over the phone or anything like that. All I do is answer the phone and I act as like a receptionist, okay? So I say, oh, okay, thank you for all these details, right? Let me get our plumber to come out and take a look, and then he'll be able to give you an accurate quote, okay? It'll cost X amount of money for us to come out and take a look, but if you want to go ahead with the service, we will waive that inspection fee, and you won't be charged for that, just for the service itself. Boom, you get the plumber in the door. Once he's in the door, almost 100% closed, because like they're already paying for them to be there. If he doesn't get the job done, then they're just gonna have to hire someone else and pay you whatever, $100 or whatever you say the inspection fee is. So that's how you go about it if it's something like a skilled trade where you don't really know what to price. But something like cleaning or car detailing, like do 10 minutes of research and you'll know what to price. Off the top of my head, like a detailing service, like $200 to $250 is a good one. You can outsource for $100 to $150. Boom, you're making $150 or $100 while every time you get an appointment. Okay, so that is how you pretty much go about booking the appointment. And then outsourcing the work. Okay, so this is when you get actually paid. So as you can see, this is one guy who I was outsourcing to a good amount of my plumbing jobs. I just let him take the payment. I didn't really care enough to like take the payment myself and then pay him. But in the beginning, usually you would want to, especially if you're working with somebody long term and somebody that's new. Pretty much just find somebody on Facebook Marketplace or on Google. So literally just go on Facebook Marketplace, search up plumber or search up car detailing or search up cleaner, whatever you're trying to target, and message a bunch of people and just be like, hey, I have a local X business. I have a local plumbing business or I have a local cleaning business, and I'm getting a ton of calls. I just can't really do all the work myself, so I'm looking for someone else who can do contracted work. Okay, and once they agree, you want to just get them on the phone, offer them 60/40, right? Now at this point, you could probably just tell them you're just running Google business profiles. Like, they're not going to care how you're getting the jobs, but you do want to offer them around 60% of the profit, and tell them you're doing all this extra work, you're paying for marketing, you're doing all the appointment booking. Say you're barely making any money after you get your 40% cut, right? So that they're like, okay, fine, I'll take my 60% and I'll be happy. And just to like preface, my plumber who I would send all these jobs to, he's making like 20 grand a month just off of my jobs. I'll send him like 3 bookings a day. Average price of these bookings like $700. It's like the average ticket. So do the math. He's getting 60% of $700 3 times every single day consistently. He's making a lot of money. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You have a couple guys locked in who are ready to do work for you. And every time you get an appointment, every time you pretty much book that inspection or you have that job set, you just send the details over to your contractor. Again, I have a virtual assistant who does all of this, but this is what you would do in the beginning. And then you would invoice the customer. So you can also just have your contractor get the payment directly from the customer. For me personally, I just let them do that because I don't know. I just don't think they're scamming me. I don't really care enough to like care about like $100 here and there if they are scamming me. Yes, it's not good, but like whatever. I don't really care. So usually what I would recommend for like normal people who are smart, like I literally noticed this while I was recording. Like, I'm not smart at all. I literally spelled outsource wrong. So yeah, I'm kind of stupid and I still make 20K a month. So you have no excuse. Actually, I make more than 20K a month because I do other stuff. By the way, the other stuff is I literally just teach people how to do this. So I'm honest about it. I'm honest about it. I make money selling information. I will also leave a link. This is my perfect time to plug it in. I'll leave a link to book a call with me if you are interested in setting this up one-on-one. Yes, one-on-one. If you are interested in setting this up one-on-one, where I'll help you basically guide you through the whole process, tell you exactly how everything's set up, pick the city for you, pick the category for you, make sure you get up to scale quick, make a lot of money really quick. If you're interested in something like that, book a call with me. I'll kind of just explain what I have to offer. Nothing crazy. I'm not going to make you like whip out your credit card. Anyways, enough pitching. This is what you need to do. Okay. So where was I? Yes, invoice the customer. So again, this doesn't even have to be like a real invoice. No one really checks. I'm not going to lie again. Like, I probably shouldn't even be saying, I'm probably way too upfront about everything. But I would just like ChatGPT up a fake invoice before I registered the company. Like, now I just register because it's making enough money. But in the beginning, I would just like make a fake ass invoice and send it over, and no one cares. So anyways, yes, invoice the customer, get paid directly, then pay the contractor their 60% cut. Yeah, after you use the contractors for a while, I just let them take the payment. So that's pretty much it. That's literally it. It's honestly very simple. It's very simple. The hardest part, again, is verifying the Google business profile. So again, I left this over here, this video, to check it out. If you are a service business owner, okay, like if you have a company and you're looking to set something like this up already, like you are a plumber or you are whatever, and like a contractor, anything, what? If you need help verifying these profiles, I will help you verify them. Book a call with me. I have a crazy offer for you guys. I will get you guys verified on Google and showing, okay? Anyways, that is it. I'll leave it at that. I also have a school community if you want to join. Just like a very basic way to start this, get going, make a couple $1,000 a month doing the detailing service, which is the first thing I did. I'll leave a link for that as well. Please do subscribe if you found value from it. If you don't subscribe, it's okay too, but I would prefer you to subscribe. And I think that's it. I'll wrap it up here. Enough yapping. I'll see you guys in the next video.